and rights-based organization for children. And of course, it will be hosting its annual Change for Children charity auction as well as gala evening this coming Thursday in Johannesburg. And the event is aimed at raising funds for the organization to continue with its programs of helping underprivileged children with education, health and nutrition, children's rights, governance and more. But for more on the event and how people can get involved and contribute to the cause, we're now joined, of course, by Bo Denham, a musician and ambassador for Save the Children South Africa. Bo, thank you so much for your time. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Take me through, firstly, through the event that's occurring on Thursday. Where is it and how can people be involved?
The event is happening at Melrose Arch in Johannesburg at the venue, and it's scheduled to start at 6:30. It's sure to be a thrill of an event. We're hosting some amazing people. It's going to be a great red carpet experience, and yeah, we're just looking forward to getting a group of people together, to try and make a difference to children. So we're going to have a lot of influential people from business, influential people from government, and also a lot of celebrities and personalities that have kind of taken the same journey, to the plight of children and to assisting children in our country and the continent.
I think the name Save the Children is very self-explanatory.
Absolutely.
But how are you saving children? What mechanisms, what privileges, resources are you using?
Well, I mean, I will talk from a personal perspective. The reason why I got involved in Save the Children is simply because when I was a child growing up in Soweto and Mabetla, I was given opportunities by certain people. And when I got to hear of Save the Children, exactly what they do, how involved they are with kids' lives, it made sense for me to be involved. So it's really about inspiring kids and making sure that kids have a safe environment to play in, and kids have a safe environment where they can explore themselves and become the best people they can be in future.
I think sometimes we take for granted what young children go through, and we always think about what the adults face as part of their daily challenges.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges the young children go through?
Well, I mean, apart from a lot of young kids growing up in families that don't have a proper parent, for instance, or families that don't have proper income. So, I mean, there's a whole lot of issues that we can go through. I mean, all one has to do is to go into the heart of Soweto or into the heart of a rural area in KZN, for instance. And these things are very evident, For a child to have confidence, they need to have all these things that we take for granted. They need to have both parents. Yeah. They need to have an environment that protects them from abuse, whether it's bullying at school or whether it's even abuse that happens within family structures, with the uncle or whatever. So it's quite a lot of challenges. I mean, if I were to speak of them, would probably use the whole time for the interview. But this is really what my involvement is with Save the Children, is to try and make people aware of what kids go through and make sure that we try as much as possible to protect them against those things so that they can become, amazing citizens of this country when they become adults.
But I also think the misconception with, volunteering is people feel obliged or feel a need that they have to be, wealthy. They have to be financially rich and secure to assist. Does it take you being rich, wealthy, having money to help, or is there more you can do beyond financial assistance?
Absolutely not. I mean, I just recently visited a place in Mpumalanga called Sizo Lomphakathi, and it was amazing just being with the kids, singing with the kids, playing soccer with the kids. It's not about money. It's at the end of the day, it's about somebody being there and spending time with these kids, where these kids realize that after all, it's not that bad, And for me, what Save the Children has done is amazing, because it's not really just about a charity. It's really about instilling hope in these kids.
Right.
And all these kids need to see is hope. So if you, for instance, come and visit the kids, they are already inspired because they see somebody who they only see on television, and now this person is spending time with them. So it's really not about money. It's really just about getting involved and giving whatever that other people can give of their time, other people can give of resources. And that's why I love Save the Children, because we don't just simply say bring money. Right. We say, well, if you're in education, see how you can help in the education aspect. True. If you're in entertainment, see how you can inspire these kids to be creative. And if you are in business, let's see what we can teach these kids moving forward.
I like that a lot. Now, going forward as an organization, what are some of your plans that you have to assist underprivileged children in the country? I'm sure you can imagine that this is a problem not only in Soweto, not only in Gauteng, and also in other very rural and desolated parts of South Africa like Limpopo, KZN. So what are you doing to reach those parts?
Well, I mean, I can speak from an ambassador's perspective. What I'm hoping to achieve together with Terry Pett, for instance, is to make sure that in the next year, we introduce as many programs as possible, just to create awareness around child safety, to create awareness around nutrition, because I think those are the two key things for me. You know, I think a healthy child, you know, is able to then have a healthy mind. So for me, and a healthy child with a healthy mind is able to make good decisions and to be able to be aware of what's good and bad. So for me, the key things are safety for children,
yeah,
and nutrition for kids. And if those two things, if we can achieve those two things in the next year or two, obviously given the resources that we have, we're very limited, but I'm looking forward to people coming through to the event and giving us support, and even support moving forward after the event.
I'm sure they would like to come, and they would like to know how to get involved, you know, not only in the event, but also, you know, in future, you know, programs you have. So in case they want to get involved, numbers they want to call, websites they need to visit, kindly give us that information.
You can simply, I mean, we actually have a Instagram thing. We also have, we're on Twitter, we're also on Facebook.
So you're active on social media.
So if you just go to Save the Children South Africa,
lovely,
you can be able to use whatever platform is suitable. Other people can't access email, so they want to get hold of us on Facebook, others on Twitter, etc. So if you just go Save the Children South Africa, you should be able to be a part of this amazing revolution.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for actually coming on here and expressing how important it is to give and volunteer to these young innocent children.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you so much. Well, that was Bo Denim, Ambassador for the Save